Welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level business English lesson, and today we're going to learn about how to politely clarify information using echo questions. So what is a miscommunication? Have you ever experienced miscommunication at work? And what can cause miscommunication? And we'll read these examples. Fernanda says, sometimes it is difficult for me to understand native speakers. Phrasal verbs and idioms can be so confusing. Aisha says, the problem for me is when people explain too little and they expect me to understand. It's important to know the full context of a situation in order to understand what I need to do. And Paulo says, it is easier to misunderstand an email or message than an in-person conversation. When we can see other people's reactions, hear their voices, and see their body language, it is much easier to communicate. So we're going to read the advice of several business professionals about how to avoid miscommunication in the workplace. So what advice do you think they might have? And you can share your ideas in the comments. So we're going to read the advice of several business professionals about how to avoid miscommunication in the workplace and see if you can predict the meaning of the expressions in bold. So Esteban says, it's easy for important information to get lost when it is in the middle of a long email or a series of messages over a long period of time. Try to write in simple sentences and use paragraphs, numbers, and bullet points to separate ideas, and bring up the most important information at the start of the message. And Xinhui says, nowadays there are so many communication channels available, meetings, emails, phone calls, and team communication apps. It's important to keep all the information about one topic in the same place so that no information gets lost. And so if you'd like to, in the comments, see if you can predict the meaning of get lost, bring up, communication channels, and share your ideas in the comments. And here are a few more. Clara says, incorrect grammar or punctuation can change the meaning of what you are trying to say. It's important to always double check your language before sending an email. And Ulrich says, be direct. Don't expect people to read between the lines. And again, you can write your predictions about the meaning of double check and read between the lines in the comments. Bertha says, when managers aren't honest and open with their staff, employees can become worried and start to ask around and guess what is happening. This can lead to false information and loss of trust. It's best to communicate information at the same time to all staff. And Hoon Sub says, listening and asking questions is one of the best ways to confirm that you understand something and that everyone is on the same page before you move forward. It's a good idea to ask questions to clarify any information that isn't completely clear. And again, type your thoughts on the meaning of ask around, confirm, on the same page, move forward, and clarify in the comments. All right, now we're going to match these vocabulary words with their meaning. You can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So in agreement with would be number 7 on the same page. To look for or discover a meaning that is hidden, that would be number 3, to read between the lines. To review something a second time, that would be number 9, to double check. To not be able to find, that would be number 1, to get lost. To make progress would be number 8, to move forward. To ask many people is number 4, ask around. To make a statement or situation less confusing or easier to understand is number 6, to clarify. to start to discuss something is number 2, bring up. And to prove that something is true is number 5, confirm. So if you misunderstand something, how can you ask a person to clarify? If you didn't hear someone, here are some ideas. I'm sorry I missed that. Could you say that again? I didn't catch what you said. Could you repeat it again? And would you mind repeating it? I probably wouldn't say, can you repeat it again? Because repeat already means to say again. That's sort of redundant. I would just say, can you repeat it? If you didn't understand something, you could say, I'm a little confused. What do you mean? Are you saying? And then restate what the person said in your own words, just to clarify. And again, fill in what you think they said. Here, repeat what you think they said and then confirm, is that correct? And I just want to check or confirm something, and then state what it is that you want to check or confirm. When you want to clarify, you could say, I'm not saying that, and then repeat what maybe the other person misunderstood. What I'm saying is that, and here you restate what you actually meant. My point is, and what I mean is. So could you repeat that? Again, I don't think you need again, just could you repeat that? So the shipment will be delayed 1 week, is that correct? What I'm trying to say is that it would be best not to renew our contract. All right, we're going to listen to the conversation between Madeline and her manager, and then decide if each statement is true or false.
Hey Madeline, how's the sales and revenue report coming along?
To be honest, I'm a little confused about some of the sales numbers.
What do you mean?
Well, it seems like our Q2 sales were higher than our Q1 sales, but our profit was much lower.
Really? Let me have a look. It seems like you might be missing some data. Did you receive the invoice from Two Trees?
The invoice from who?
From Two Trees.
Did you upload it to the cloud?
To where?
The cloud.
No, I sent it via email.
Oh, I think I missed it. I'll go back and check. And there's a few more things I'd like to check. The B&G invoice was paid in advance, correct?
That's correct. So it should be documented with the Q3 revenue.
Okay. And just to confirm, we offer a 10% discount to customers who pay in advance, right?
Right.
Okay, got it.
One last thing. I need the report by Friday.
Okay, that shouldn't be a problem.
All right, so Madeline is confused about the sales numbers. That's true. She's missing some data in her report. That's true. Madeline uploaded the invoice from Two Trees to the cloud. That is false. Her manager sent it to her in an email. Madeline forgot to pay the B&G invoice. That is false. Madeline's company provides a discount to companies that pay early. That's true. And Madeline is planning to complete the report by Friday. That is true. All right, so now we're going to look at how they clarified information. So when she says, did you receive the invoice from Two Trees? Madeline says, the invoice from who? Because she didn't understand, or either didn't understand or didn't hear, Two Trees. So from who? And then, did you upload it to the cloud? And the manager says, to where? Because she didn't understand the cloud. And then Madeline clarifies. So an echo question is a type of direct question that repeats part or all of something that someone has just said to you. So the statement, we are opening another office in Dubai. And the echo question, we are opening another office where? The meeting is on Wednesday at 10 a.m. At what time? So now see if you can create an echo question for each of these statements. Here's one example. The conference is at the Seaside Hotel. The conference is where? And you can put your echo questions in the comments if you would like some feedback on them. You can also clarify information by stating the information, restating the information, and then stating correct or right. So here in the dialogue, Madeline says the B&G invoice was paid in advance, correct? Her manager says that's correct. Okay, and just to confirm, we offer 10% discounts to customers who pay in advance, right? And then the manager confirms right. Okay, so now match each phrase to the correct category. So in other words, that would be C. You want to, no, actually, you want to clarify what someone said. So one goes with C. I'm not following you. That would be A. You don't understand what someone said. I don't fully understand you. Again, that would be A. I didn't catch that. That would be B. You didn't hear something. Could you repeat? That could be either A or B. To put it another way, that's C. To be more specific, that's also C. Can you say that again? That could either be A or B. So you are saying that would be D. You want to clarify what someone said. If I understand you correctly, that would also be D. Could you be more specific? That would be A. Would you mind speaking more slowly? That's probably A. Might be B, but most likely A. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying that. That would be D. And just to be clear, are you saying that? And that would also be D. So now read this problem and you can discuss in the comments. The boss needs to send the report to, the manager needs to send the report to her boss before her 2 p.m. meeting with the board of directors. When she checks in with Madeline on Friday morning, she discovers that she hasn't worked anymore on it. Madeline thought that she had until 5 p.m. to deliver the report, so the manager misses her deadline and upsets her boss and the board of directors. So who do you think made the mistake in this situation? And you can share your ideas in the comments to generate some conversation. Now listen to 2 ways that Madeline and her manager could communicate to prevent this problem from happening. How do Madeline and her manager avoid miscommunicating? We'll complete the dialogue with the missing words or phrases.
One last thing. I need the report by Friday morning before the meeting with the board of directors.
No problem. I'll have it for you by 9 a.m. on Friday.
Great. Let me know if you have any problems before then. One last thing. I need the report by Friday.
Okay. Friday, end of day?
No, Friday morning. There's a meeting with the board of directors at 2 p.m.
Okay.
One last thing. I need the report by Friday morning before the meeting with the board of directors.
No problem. I'll have it for you by 9 a.m. on Friday.
Great. Let me know if you have any problems before then. One last thing. I need the report by Friday.
Okay. Friday, end of day?
No, Friday morning. There's a meeting with the board of directors at 2 p.m.
Okay.
So here you can see that the manager told her specifically Friday morning, and then Madeline responded with a specific time. The second one, Madeline asks end of day, and the manager corrects her and says no, Friday morning. Now you're going to read this statistic and discuss, and you can share what you think in the comments. Nearly 81% of employees believe that miscommunication occurs in their organization very frequently, or occasionally. But only half admitted that they were directly involved in miscommunication as often, while the other half said they were never, almost never, or rarely directly involved in workplace communication. The same report showed that 46% of survey respondents thought that technology-assisted communication, email, texting, phone, etc., was more likely to cause miscommunication than in-person communication. About 43.3% believed that they were both equal. Another report shows that a company with 100 employees is expected to lose almost $500,000 a year due to misunderstandings and mail issues. So now you're going to pretend that you're in a meeting with your manager, and I would like you to write a dialogue where you can practice clarifying the information. So your manager asks you to give a presentation on Friday to the sales team, but you need more information. So clarify what exactly should be included in the presentation, how long will the presentation, or where will the presentation take place, how long should it be, who will attend, and then here are some sentence starters to help you as you write that dialogue. And then if you'd like some feedback, feel free to share your dialogue either in the comments, or if you have a friend that would like to practice with you, you can actually film it as a role play and post it on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram. Thank you for watching. That's the end of today's video, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hype up the video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.